One of the greatest hacks you will find to help rewire your brain, keep your vibration high, and manifest exactly what you want in the simplest way possible. Check out this short video, it's super easy. Start applying this immediately and let me know your results down below. All right, let's go. So at this point, you're well aware you've got to let go of the old self if you want to become something better, something more amazing. And the way to do this is to rewire yourself, reprogram yourself for that story. And one of the greatest things we can do is we can utilize this hypnagogic state just before we go to sleep, where our active mind starts to shut down, starts to quieten, and we can feed in the information that we do want. So at this point, we're pretty clear what's got to happen. We've got to let go of the old self, and we've got to subscribe to the new version of who we are and what we want to become. And the best way to do that is to take inventory of this journey, of this process. All right, here's the plan. What we're going to start doing is we're going to start reviewing our day. And the reason why we do this is because we pull up what happened in the day, we look at it, and we go, okay, that I'm going to do again, but all this has got to go. So many of us go through the day, go, oh, that day was hard, or that was crap. And it was really just one little thing that's got stuck and just kind of took us down. What we can start to do is review the day, look at exactly what happened, see where we can do better, see what we can let go of, see where we can improve. And if you're anything like I was, I would have heard this years ago and gone, nope, not doing that, scroll on. But when I started to do this stuff and it started to work, I started to feel a change. I started to go to bed with a smile on my face and actually feel excited about the next day. And then I started to see the results in the day where something would come up and I would respond rather than react. And this is because my past self the night before programmed my present self to be a better version of myself. And this is how we become the best version of ourselves and manifest what it is that we desire. So I'm going to give you a bunch of questions. You can change these questions to suit you better, but I want you to commit to this, and I want you to commit to it for at least a week. So many people, they try something for a day or once and they go, oh, it didn't work. And it just doesn't work like that. Repetition is key. Consistency is key. And this is about you and about making you a better version of you so you can help those that you want to help and you want to make an impact in the world. But it starts with you. You can't serve from an empty cup. You can't afford to burn out. And this is a really simple process that keeps you in check, keeps you aligned with your goal, keeps you progressing, evolving, expanding, and just getting better. It's a win-win. Let's go. So, keep a notebook by your bed with a specific pen that you only use for that notebook, and do this religiously every single night for 7 days and just see what happens. Number 1, how did I do today? Out of 5, mark yourself out of 5 how you did the day. Don't go into details, just reflect on the day and think, was that a solid 5? Was I a solid 5 today? Am I going to give myself a solid 5? Or is it probably more realistic if I give myself a 3? I was neither here nor there, wasn't quite present. There was that thing that I reacted badly to. Maybe you give yourself a big dirty 1. Hey, maybe it was a 4. You weren't quite there, but you did really, really well. Whatever it is, just tune in and honestly give yourself the number you think you deserve. No judgment, it's just for you and you alone. But marking yourself down with the intention of doing better the next day is such a wonderful process. So enjoy if you give yourself a 2, because we both know you're going to want to be hitting that 3 the next day. Question number 2, where did I slip up? Based on your number, if you didn't give yourself a solid 5, what happened? Where did you slip unconscious? Where did you wobble? Where did you stay in that victimhood, excuse mode, woe is me? What happened in your day that took you off track from being perfectly aligned, in flow, enjoying the day, being the best version of yourself? What was that triggering thing? And again, with this process, you might start seeing a pattern. Oh, it's that person that keeps triggering me. What's happening here? Why is this person triggering me all the time? Why am I allowing myself to be triggered? What is that that's being triggered within me? Oh, it's this environment that's making me sad or depressed. Oh, I'm not getting the results I want at work, therefore I keep on going back down the spiral to victimhood, shame, guilt, blame, worry, defeat. This is a really amazing way to simply reflect on your day and start looking at the data that you get back for the patterns that you don't want and the patterns that you do want. So number 3, what caused this? Go in there with a magnifying glass, pull up that data and write down the specific details, the exact thing that happened. The person, the comment, the situation, the feeling, the doubt, the fear, whatever it is. Pull it up, write it out, but also know that you're doing this from a place of love and coming back to love. You're doing this to get better. You're doing this to grow and evolve. So although some of the data that may come up might be sad or stressful or scary even, just know that this is an act of love. This is self-work. It's self-love. You're pulling up the darkness, the ugliness, with the intention of propelling you towards the light, propelling you towards what it is that you want to accomplish. And this is what a lot of people do. They don't like to look what's behind the curtain, so to speak. They don't like to lift up the bonnet under the rug. They like to keep the unknown at bay and just squash those thoughts and don't really think about that. Ooh, we'll deal with that later. But later comes when it manifests in dis-ease or dissatisfaction, not being where you want to be, not being who you want to be. There is no better time than right now to do this self-love and look at all that comes up and love it to death. Kill it with kindness. Rewire yourself for exactly what it is that you do want and let go of what you don't want. And stop feeding that, stop doing those same things that keep leading you to the same place. So when you do this process, don't forget that the next day, when you're going through the day, you know that you're going to be doing this at night. So when that email comes in that sends you down a little spiral, someone says something, or you allow yourself to think in victimhood and you allow the negative self-talk to pull you down for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, you know that at the end of the day, you're going to be there with that same pen, doing these same questions, and you start to build a relationship with your present self and your future self. Simultaneously, your future self's going to be going, hey, is that how you want to react? Hey? Huh? And your present self will respond by saying, no. We're all good. Number 4, can I forgive that person or myself? Whatever happened in your day, can you forgive that person or yourself in that moment? Can you allow yourself to let that go? Be a part of the past, just be what it was. It was what it was, it is what it is, it will be what it will be. Can you allow yourself to do that? Can you allow that person that's been triggering you to be a part of your past memory and not allow them to be a part of your story while you're going to sleep? The whole process of this is to clean and clear on the past, which was the day, not dive into the future of the next day, just to be here now in this moment while you're drifting into sleep. 5, you may well skip over, but if it does apply, this is a game changer. Any of the data that you've pulled up already, is there anything that you're going to hold on to? Is there any resentment that you just can't let go of? How long are you going to hold on to it? This has been such a wonderful tool for me as I've gone through life and stuff's just happened that's been triggering or I've not enjoyed. And I've asked myself this question in the moment. How long are you going to stay mad at that person or yourself? And I've asked myself the question with the intention of answering it. And I would like to think that I've got it down from weeks to hours to minutes to, okay, this is what we're doing here. We're allowing ourselves this time of stress, difficulty, being mad at people, suffering, excess worry, doubt, to come to a point where we can go, this is the game. Because what we're essentially doing is we're replaying past memory and emotions over and over and over and over. and that person doesn't know anything about it. Your past self doesn't affect them. It only affects you and your future self and nobody else. It is poison. It is the definition of insanity. Replaying old past memories that don't serve you and don't help you is one of the wildest things we could possibly do while we're trying to accomplish our dreams and help others. This has to stop. We have to stop this behavior immediately. So asking yourself these questions before you sleep and throughout the day when they come up, how long am I going to hold on to this anger, frustration, resentment, doubt, fear, worry? And give yourself a time. Sometimes I've done it in the past and said, 10 minutes. I need 10 minutes just to be in it, and then I'm good. And I've timed myself, and then after 10 minutes I've gone, all right. When in the past that could have gone on for weeks and weeks. But get this down to just a thought and let it go. This becomes the mastery of yourself. Number 6, how would I do the day better? How would I go through the same experience and just make it better than it was? Would I react different? Would I respond better? Would I not do that thing that I know that I don't want to do? I always feel guilty and shameful for doing it. What one thing could I do to improve on what I just experienced today? Would I quit that thing? Is there anything I can do to sustain my energy and be in a better mood? Do I need to go and have a shower or do some exercise or meditate and breathe? Is there anything I can do to be in flow and align myself with my goal and my vision? Whatever it is for you, if you can pull up something and write down one thing to make your day better, I guarantee that after a week of doing this, you're gonna be a better version of yourself. So this is a really powerful question. If you commit to this stuff, you're gonna get some real powerful results. Number 7, what am I excited about tomorrow? This could be something really small. It might be what you would have done better today. You're gonna do that tomorrow. Whatever it is, pull into your imagination one thing that will help you get excited about tomorrow. When that alarm goes off, before those feet hit the floor, have one thing in mind that you're looking forward to accomplishing or experiencing even. What one thing can you get excited about now that your future self is going to be really happy about? And then number 8, what am I grateful for? Studies have shown that the difference between millionaires and billionaires is that they focus on their goals more. So figure it out. Like attracts like, you get more of what you are. This stuff works. And it's such a simple thing that you can do. You can write down 3 things that you're grateful for, 5 things, 10 things, but a minimum of 3. Focus on 3 things that you were grateful for in that day. And what you're essentially doing is you're training yourself to focus and prioritize the good things that happened in your day as you're going to sleep. This is imprinting on your subconscious mind, telling yourself that you are expecting to expect more things to be grateful for the following day. And if you do this every day, it compounds, it overflows. And then before you know it, you do have things that you are being grateful for left, right, and center. There's plenty of things that you can think of like that to be grateful for. When I started doing this, I was like, oh, I know I'm grateful for. I started thinking about material things and I wasn't so materialistic, and I was like, oh, this is really, But really, my breath, my beating heart, the sun came out. Just start small, because these small things are massive. And you might find that if you do this for a while, you lean more towards these things that come naturally and excite you and make you feel grateful. The material things are wonderful. The opportunities that come up are wonderful. The things you manifest are wonderful, are amazing. But if you're ever stuck and you want some inspiration, start with the trees, start with the sky, start with that smiling dude that you're watching. Maybe you're grateful for subscribing to my channel and hitting that bell notification and liking the video because you felt good when you did it. Maybe you're really grateful for being in my broadcast group on Instagram because there's loads of free information helping entrepreneurs create their legacy and build their vision and reprogram the mind. Maybe you're grateful for the love you have in your life, the people around you, the work that you're doing that not everyone sees, but I see. I can see what you're doing. I mean, I can't actually see what you're doing, but I'm here with you. Maybe you're grateful for yourself, for all that you've done all that you've been through, all that you're becoming, all that you have become. Maybe you're grateful that you're here right now doing this work, working on yourself, becoming the best version of you. Whatever it is, it might change every day, but do this before you go to sleep. Do whatever questions you want that relate to you, that resonate with you, but end on gratitude and do this without question, non-negotiable. Do it for 7 days, and if you enjoy this, just keep it going. Gratitude is powerful. When you're in the vibration of gratitude, there is no way you can be in doubt, in worry, in fear, in shame, in guilt, in suffering. Gratitude cancels out those lower vibrational frequencies. It's so high a vibe that you go from love, joy, appreciation, gratitude, and you're in a space of appreciating yourself, life, your environment as you go to sleep. The perfect way to end the day and fall into sleep. Do this every single day. Let me know how it's going in the comments. I'd love to hear about your journey with this. DM me the word freedom if you want to work one-to-one, help you create your vision, reprogram your mind, pull up those limiting beliefs, rewire to create a new story and build that legacy. Check out the next video, and I'll see you soon.